Hey, Crawl Spacers, welcome to our Patreon pre-show where we talk about what satellite books we're going to review this month. Let's introduce who we've got this month on the panel. We've got Tyler. What's going on, Tyler?
Hey, I got a new friend.
You do. You said the comic shop had a new cardboard cutout. You had your choice between two of them. Who'd you pick?
Either Venom or Agent Venom. What do you think I'm going with, Brad?
I think you went with Agent Venom.
Yeah. We got I got Agent Venom, Agent Anti-Venom, Agent Venom, Agent Venom. You know, I got Agent Anti-Venom on my shirt.
Man,
so I'm ready for Extreme Carnage, Brad.
The symbiotes are taking your house over, man.
I'm all right with it.
And we have Neil. What's going on, Neil?
Well, I heard Venom, the same word in like 10 seconds, so I had an aneurysm trying to keep up.
Knock, knock, let the devil in.
Oh my gosh. 1 minute, 27 seconds in, we've done that. Okay. Say Transformers, someone. Okay.
Autobots roll out. Yeah.
All right. And we have Javi. What's going on, Javi?
Walloping web snappers. What's up, guys?
Did I leave the stove on?
Okay. And we have Kelly, who will join us shortly. She was just on. She had to reboot her router. So the show, what is this show about? It's previewing what we're going to review on patreon.com/crawlspace. You can join us live in about 28 minutes. If you sign up, you have plenty of time. Here's the books that we're going to tackle. We're going to tackle Spider Shadow #4. I'm liking this book, Javi. Javi's got this one. We've also got ASM Annual #2. No, this is not where Spider-Man teams up with Doctor Strange as drawn by Steve Ditko. It's some girl called Star?
Brad, we talked about her for 3 months in a row and King of Black.
She's that memorable to me. What's her name?
Star.
Oh, okay, got it. I got it right. Okay. We're also going to go up Tyler's alley with Extreme Carnage. Alpha #1 of 1. We're also going to do Scream, Extreme Carnage. And we're going to talk about Phage. And we're also Kelly's going to do Spider-Woman #13. We're wrapping up Carnage, Black, White, and Blood #4. We're going to review. We're also going to wrap up I think this is the last issue, isn't it, Javi?
The Clone Saga.
The Clone Saga, yeah, but not
Miles' Clone Saga.
There's one more finale issue.
I bet you there'll be another Clone Saga at some point. We have Black Cat Annual #1, which in last year we also had a Black Cat Annual #1, didn't we?
Yeah,
where Spider-Man and Black Cat were never getting married.
Well, this was supposed to be Annual #2, and then COVID sort of canceled that series, and then they brought it back. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. We got Infinity Stones with this one, Neil?
No.
Okay. We did.
You think?
What's the Infinite up here? Infinite Destiny.
Okay, so I'll explain it.
Fury.
I'll explain it real quick. In the back end of each Infinite Destiny's book, which is like a bunch of different annuals that like we there was an Iron Man one that we probably should have done last time, but I was like, I don't care.
Okay.
But at the end, Jed McKay and Juan Ferreira have like a backup series of Nick Fury going around doing Infinity Stone mysteries.
Okay. We also will tackle, as requested by Tyler, Moon Knight #1. I'm like, what now? Come on, Tyler. I like Moon Knight too, but what is there Spider-Man related in there?
Three things. There's Jed McKay's writing, who's doing the Fantastic Black Cat series.
Yes.
You have Vermin's in it, everyone's favorite villain.
JR's like, oh, thank God I didn't come onto this show.
Yeah.
And then 3, there is a Spider-Man mug in one panel.
No, I tried using this logic on.
Oh my gosh!
I tried using this logic on X-Men when Ben Urich shows up for like 3 pages. And there's a speck of ink that says it's Spider-Man there.
That's funny. All right, well that'll be a quick one. Avengers Transformers. This is called Mech Strike. It's essentially Spider-Man Transformers, right, Neil? There's no previews on Comixology on this one, huh? Let me refresh that.
Oh, it hasn't come out yet.
Oh, it hasn't. All right. Well, we're not.
It comes out the 28th.
You can review it in the future. Okay.
Do you want to do a quick review right now? They win
real quick. And there's Kelly. There's Kelly.
Hey.
And we have Champions number 8,
Yay.
which we're going to review, which is the last one, I think. Right?
Nope. There's 2 more, and Miles will be just as useless there as he is here.
I like how they have a legacy number. Like anyone cares about the legacy of this book.
45.
Does that legacy number go into the original Champions?
I think so.
No.
With Hercules and all?
No, wait, it
They
doesn't.
couldn't. It would have to be higher than that.
It doesn't, because it's how long did the first Champions run? They ran 30 issues.
No. Like a dozen, maybe 15.
The Mark Waid volume before.
No, I'm talking about the Ghost Rider, Black Widow,
Iceman,
Hercules.
The original only went 17 issues.
Well, there you go.
So
No, I'm
they're
talking about since the relaunch, because the Mark Waid relaunch went at least 30 issues between him and Zub.
27 for the Wade / Zub, and then the 10.
10
Yes,
for the-
so that includes the original Champions. That legacy number
No,
that has nothing to do with this team.
So that includes the Hercules team?
Yes,
No, it doesn't. because
It does. I just looked. I know math is hard, but
No. All right, we've got comments.
I took one class.
Citros, what's up? SoFlo in the house. What's going on? Be Rich from KC is back. How you doing, buddy? Power Packers is here. Ryan's here. Shadow has been fun, but was not a fan of the annual.
I got some pretty good zingers about that book, so stay tuned for that.
No JR. Nope, JR's not on this episode. He was with me last weekend when we did Fight Club and Histories.
you really think JR is going to be here for Extreme Carnage?
JR will not review those books. Yeah. Venkman in the house. What's going on, Venkman? Hello all, says Matt. Shouldn't this weekend be besides about Spider Comics a little something called Revelation?
God, I'm honestly sick and tired of talking about He-Man or Masters of the Universe. God, I'm going to be honest.
Where are you talking about He-Man at?
Yeah,
in the Discord.
I tell you what, the
Oh.
internet is
I
going
haven't
nuts
even
over
looked into
He-Man.
that.
Not just here, but also like my Twitter catalog is filled with it. I'm just kind of tired
But
about it.
JR is the best. JR is the best. I like JR a lot. Kelly's here. Now it's a party. Sorry, Venkman. She's just left. It's no longer a party.
You killed her.
Venkman just noticed the background behind Tyler. Yes, he got that from his comic shop. Nice, Agent Venom. Power Packers is celebrating the NBA Finals. Bucks and 6, baby. Diabetic Superman in the house. Hey, gang. How are you, sir? We will. So we're going to go. This is the preview of all those issues we're going to talk about. Then for about, I guesstimated 2 hours, the exclusive episode on Patreon will take place. And then after that, we are going to do a fun show with Muhammad. If you remember back in the 90s, if you ate peanut butter, what a weird segment. what a weird segue. If you ate peanut butter in the 90s and you still eat peanut butter, well, you remember that Peter Pan had a promotion with Spider-Man and they put comic books under the lids. So they were in circular comics. He went up against Taskmaster. He went against Silver Sable and the Scorpion and Electro and the Young Vulture. Well, Muhammad went to eBay and found all 4 comics, and he is going to open them up out of the plastic, and we're going to look at these comics and see how Spider-Man defeats these enemies with a jar of peanut butter.
That peanut butter is going to smell awful. I really feel
Well,
bad.
I asked him. He didn't actually buy the jar, so the comics just came with it. So, yep, there's Silver Sable with some peanut butter right there. So we'll start that show at 10:30.
That is like the most. That is like the most insincere product placement I've ever seen. Just here it is. Here's the product, just right in front of it.
B Rich loves peanut butter. I do too. What's everybody's peanut butter of choice? We always get Jif in our house.
just pretty good. But
Yeah.
I like what's Kraft. I like Kraft with the Bears.
Well, that's toilet paper.
Kelly
That's
just
Charmin.
Kelly just messaged that she's trying to get back.
Okay.
I
There's
guess
Bears?
Is that must be a Canadian thing?
Oh yeah, I don't. Avi, what do you rock with? By the way, crunchy or creamy?
Creamy all the way.
I like the peanut butter that's inside the Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Ooh, yum.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Neil?
I don't eat
Peanut butter? You too good for
I don't eat, period.
Okay. All right. We'll take a couple questions. We have about 15 minutes before we go to Patreon.
Brad, switch me with Javi or Neil. I want Agent Venom's getting Mike Wazowski here right now. All right. There we go.
No, it's like you turn off the stream.
Well,
and then
now
look,
you're covering up the Ron Friends Commission by having me at the top.
there we go.
Now you're
There
covering,
we
and now
go.
you're covering up my receding hairline.
Yeah, that's a good
Now
thing.
I'm covering up my receding hairline.
What hairline?
Exactly.
No, I can imagine like after the stream is over, Tyler turns back to Agent Venom and goes, "You were on a stream."
Brad, did you watch He-Man at all? Or I'm sorry,
B-Rich-
Masters of the Universe Revelations?
B-Rich is shocked at Neil's revelation. I have not. You know what? I've seen the videos on YouTube of the outrage. Boy, these He-Man people are ticked.
I don't. Okay,
This is why we can't have nice things, because everyone gets mad about every little thing these days.
I'm gonna be real here. I didn't grow up with He-Man or She-Ra, so whenever I see like all this outrage, I'm like, that's great. Okay, whatever.
Well, I you know, we totally get it. We get outraged at Spider-Man, so it's just another fandom. I mean, I get it.
But there are, I guess, healthier ways of going about it.
Weren't we pissed at Kevin Smith about 15 years ago?
I wasn't old enough to read back then. I wasn't old enough to really think.
Well, I remember the outrage of the Evil That Men Do Black Cat Kevin Smith.
I was 7 at the time. Wow, I can understand such complicated subjects as rape when I'm 7. Yeah,
that's funny. B Rich is, and also SoFlo is congratulating Tyler on Fight Club. We're changing that up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a continuation of Fight Club. It's going to be a Venom centric show.
I don't know if I could follow up George.
Yeah.
Wait,
So we're not
what?
going to do Fight Club 2.0. We're going to do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
So
It's in the works.
it's in the
What,
works.
what else can you tease about it? Besides Venom centric, what does that mean?
It's got symbiotes in it.
All right.
Here's this thing I like. It's Venom.
Venom.
Let's get a tour of Tyler's house now.
Isn't that what we have Spider Stash for?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep. True. Hopefully Kelly's getting her internet fixed. Poor thing.
Yeah, she's working on it.
Yep.
So what are the odds that we get a Spider-Man trailer soon? Because I keep seeing I keep
Everyone's
seeing
losing
it
their
trend
mind.
and everyone saying how they're going to storm Sony. Like that would accomplish anything.
How many months we got until the movie comes out? We got December, so August, September, October, November. 5 months out.
Here's the
I
thing.
feel like it was really late in the game that we got a Venom trailer even. So, I mean, I didn't look up the release dates of trailers compared to movies, but I mean, it just seems like forever because we're in this weird pandemic void. And
Venom was also delayed though because it was supposed to. I mean, well, everything was delayed obviously, but like Spider-Man hasn't been delayed again since the first initial delay. But like Venom was moved again, I think. To
when was Spider-Man supposed to come out? This summer?
I think. Wait, didn't it get moved
I
forward?
don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be this summer.
Because Black Widow was last summer.
Yes, Black Widow was last summer, and then Spider-Man would have been this summer. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of don't care.
You don't care if there's a trailer?
No, I mean the movie's 100% going to be trash. So.
Oh, now if Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield are in it, and Tobey Maguire.
What do you mean if Tom Holland's in the movie?
There's
hang on. What do you mean if Tom Holland isn't in the movie? He's the main star of the movie.
Well, you know,
Tom and Toby's mixed up.
if you get Tobey Maguire there, I'm good. I don't need that little kid. I'm just kidding. I hope the rumor is true of Willem Dafoe as Goblin back, and that'd be just epic.
Wasn't that from We Got This Covered though?
Who knows?
there's a conspiracy afoot because there's a Fan Fest in San Antonio coming up next week. It's at like Six Flags of all places, like a convention where you meet celebrities. And I was mildly interested in it because Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsy Tulloch from Superman and Lois are going to be there. But apparently one of the photo ops was Charlie Cox and Kristen Ritter. And they made an announcement that due to scheduling for filming something, he's having to drop out. And since it's the beginning of August that this convention is, and apparently, I wish Kelly were here. No Way Home is supposed to do some reshoots next month. So everyone is taking this as a sign that Daredevil is going to be in the movie.
Yeah. I hope he's in it more than just the courtroom scene. So Jim wants to know our prediction of what happens to Peter at the end of this current run.
I guess he gets. Are we talking about like what happens like at the end of 875, or are we talking about what happens in the start of the new Webheads?
It says at the end of this current arc.
So the end of Sinister War.
I think he gets like some kind of happy ending.
I think he beats the devil, or he finds out about the deal with the devil. He proposes, and then takes on the UFOs, and then
he dies.
Then he goes into the hospital, and he doesn't have insurance. And Tony Stark writes him a check.
Shut up.
Yeah, see, I'm not expecting One More Day to be undone, but I am expecting it to be acknowledged about the deal they made. I think they'll be forced to remember what happened, and then they'll be able to move on from there, finally.
And hopefully defeat Mephisto, which is what I want.
You know what? Here's a crackpot theory. What if Ben takes the job with the Beyond Corporation to pay Peter's hospital bills?
He's got a $3 million hospital bill.
Peter's got a tube up his nose. He's like,
well, you know what? Here,
Spider-Man.
I've got it. You've seen all these news stories about these window washers that go up and clean the windows at hospitals for sick kids.
Because you're the one who puts the Google
Spider-Man
alert
can
on
do
them.
it now. That's how he's paying off his medical bills.
Brad, the only reason they make those articles is because you have a Google alert for them, and they make them specifically for you.
I know. Hey, man, Google and me are tight. Matt says, I've never read The Evil That Men Do by Kevin Smith, but I remember seeing it in my local comic shop, but I believe Smith has pissed people off for being or trying to be Stanley wannabe for true needs.
I think Smith's bigger problem is that he's like a Seth Rogen, Dude Weed Lamau kind of writer.
What? He's the Seth Rogen Stanley.
Of comic book, right? He's the Seth Rogen of comic book writer.
He also like tried to retcon Batman pissing himself in that one comic.
Do you remember? I'm still waiting for the third issue, maybe the second issue of that Daredevil
Target. No, he only did one issue, so
and it was supposed to be like 4 or something.
Yeah, and that was from 2003, I think, or 2004. It was right around when the Daredevil movie came out, which was 2003.
Also waiting on, is it Favreau or is it Abrams that wrote that Iron Man in Las Vegas book? Remember that one?
It was Favreau.
Yeah, when Iron Man 1 came out, Favreau wrote a book, and Ari something, the guy that did
Avi Arad?
Extremis.
Extremis.
Avi Arad. That wasn't him. Anyway, I think that was supposed to be 4 issues.
Adi Granov or Adi?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize.
Adi Granov, I think, is how you pronounce it.
Diabetic says, if One More Day gets undone, will Aunt May die?
I don't care.
It's comics. It's comics. Spoiler, she's already died in
twice.
A forum not in comics. If you've played, never mind.
It's been out for how long, Brad?
It's been out
for the video game.
Years.
If you play Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, Ant-Man dies.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man on May. Oh, man.
What if
Spider-Man steps right on the bastard?
The sun is still out and it's already too late.
What if it turns out that Scott Lang is Ant-Man all along? He was just wearing her skin as like a suit or something. Now he's Ant-Man.
Nah.
They made a joke about Deadpool in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I specifically remember Deadpool making a joke about that with Ant-Man, and he's like, "Are do you control ants or little blue-haired little ladies?" Like, blue. Look, that's what I remember the quote. It's fuzzy, but he specifically says blue-haired little ladies or something.
Going to YouTube.
You know, something that has been announced is the new Deadpool ongoing.
That's great.
Yeah, right now they have the Black, White, and Blood mini coming out, or Black, White, and Red, I think, for him. Or is it Blood?
No, it's Blood.
Okay, still Blood. All right.
No, just saying there's no ongoing.
That's great.
Jim wants to know, how did they bring back Max Dillon? Did I miss something?
They shot electricity into the sky and he came back.
It was in the back. It was like after the letters page or whatever. There was like one or two extra pages of which issue. Like Kelly.
It was ASM 69, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was just like they just like had a machine that brought him back. It wasn't really explained super well, but it was. I think we're just supposed to assume that you can't really ever kill Electro because he's just in electricity.
Didn't Elektra like take all of his electricity in the clone conspiracy though? Like she kissed him and like
kissed him and then like she absorbed his form and he like
and he just died.
We don't talk about Slot's clone conspiracy, all right? It doesn't.
That's funny. We got about 9 minutes before we go to Patreon.
Should I drive home and make sure I didn't to my dad's house? Make sure I didn't leave the stove on.
What?
I thought you were kidding about the stove.
I honestly so I remember turning it off.
How soon is your dad going to be there?
He's going to be here tomorrow. I've been dog sitting
at
for
your
him.
house. At his house?
Yeah, I've been dog sitting for him.
Are you at his house right now?
No, I'm at my mom's house.
How far away is your dad's house?
It's like a 15-minute drive.
Oh, it's probably going to bug you all night.
Yeah. So, Brad, real quick, we might want to do like Infinite Destinies together. I think ASM Annual is the first one.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, I'm back. Don't know how long though, because it's giving me a lot of trouble and there's a lot of background noise. So I'm apologize about that.
So, Neil, you want to drive to your dad's house and check the stove?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you were just pulling a Deadpool reference. But
I really did too.
No.
What'd you cook?
I made corn, steak, and green beans.
Oh, that sounds good. All right. Kelly, what have we been talking about, guys? We've been talking about
not caring about things.
Yeah. No Way Home or the lack thereof of a trailer.
Kelly is
whether or not Daredevil's in it.
Kelly
says talking about Aunt May. Remember in ASM 120, Conway said in a thought balloon that Spider-Man has an Aunt Max, and I don't remember that, Matt.
Kelly is keenly aware that I don't have time anymore to care about things.
Yeah, that's our Neil.
Well, I've told you to
I'm working on it.
Kelly needs a new apartment fund, it sounds like, more than an internet fund, right? Yeah.
I'm just saying we need to start.
I mean, I need new internet too.
I'm just saying we need to like form like a conclave, like a missionary for Spider-Man critics.
Okay, so we're on in a couple minutes. Let's go over the books that we're going to talk about. So we're ending with Champions number 8. We're going to do not that one because it doesn't come out yet, even though it was on my list. Did we do number 4?
We just did like all 4 of them in one review. I was like, hey, they got robots. They fighting.
That came out when? Let's see here.
This came out like last month, I think.
June 30th.
Yeah, so I was right. It came out last month.
We're going to talk about Moon Knight number 1. Tyler insisted because there's a Spider-Man cup in it and Vermin.
Well, the cup's the important part. Let's be real.
And Jed McKay, who's awesome.
Yeah.
And we have Black Cat Annual number 1. There you go. Another Jed McKay book.
Yeah,
we have Miles Morales number 28. We're going to talk about wrapping up the conclusion of the Clone Saga, it says.
Future ASM writer.
I'll believe it when I see it, wrapping it up. Yes, new ASM writer. We got Carnage, Black, White, and Blood number 4, which wraps up the mini, right?
Yep.
We got Stegman writing that one. And a bunch of people.
I thought you said Stegron. Oh God, George.
We have Stegron writing it. Kelly's lone book she's light this month. She's only got one. Spider-Woman number 13. And that's Lady Bullseye, if I remember correctly, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and Extreme Carnage Phase number 1, part 3 of.
You forgot the alpha. The alpha comes first, Brad.
I'm sorry, I'm going backwards in my.
But it's beta.
My tabs.
Beta.
So then we got Scream, and then we have the alpha, which Tyler is very excited. Is that Scream right there?
That's Scream.
That's your girl.
Flash and Andy.
And we have Star right there. Oh, yeah, guest starring Spider-Man in his annual, because Star annual number 1 wouldn't sell. Right, Neil?
I don't care.
It says featuring Star, so she is the one guest starring, technically.
Yeah.
And we're leading off with this issue. Beautiful looking cover. Love that cover. The Spider-Man Spider's Shadow number 4 of 5. Is there one more after this one, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Originally, this would have been the end, but they decided to get an extra $4 out of everybody and extended it an issue.
No doubt. And if you would like to see us review those books, the little scroll at the bottom, sign up at patreon.com/crawlspace. You can watch all of us review those books. And we also have a good time. We're also going to, let me remove the screen and then add this screen. After we do the Patreon show, we're going to do a peanut butter show. Muhammad, during our Patreon show, how did this come about? Do you guys remember? How did we get on peanut butter?
You
were searching for stuff. Yeah.
Brad looking up some dumb Google things. That's how it
searched
always
Spider-Man
starts.
and peanut butter.
Was it during the bougie cake sequence?
That's it, the bougie cake.
So.
Either that or just Brad looking up Spider-Man butter. Because I remember Brad was doing that.
Yeah.
I did look for
That
Spider-Man.
was the same episode, I think, though.
Oh, that's funny.
I hate that. I hate the Miles Morales game review. I think we just went.
What
I
happened?
remember that. I remember like the weird Google rabbit hole we went down looking for not bougie. I think it was bougie cake that we went down that weird rabbit hole on.
That's funny. All right. We are off in 2 minutes. If you got any quick questions before Patreon,
can I go? I need to go. I'm legit shaking because I don't remember. Like,
all right,
do I turn off the oven?
All right, go turn off your oven. I will save your reviews for later. Oh, he's out, man.
Yeah.
That would be. Man,
Tyler, it's your show basically anyways this month. So
Yeah.
it was a Spider-Man butter episode. Thank you, Big Ben.
So like, come on.
What, Tyler?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it is my month, and you should see how many copies of Extreme Carnage I got.
Oh my God!
Like, I got.
Hold up. Hold them up again.
I bought every
variant.
Every variant my shop had of each issue,
bro.
Like, I'm
That's
so
extreme.
excited for this event. It is extreme.
It is extreme.
I am supporting this event. I am. What is you voting with my wallet? I want more of Flash and Andy. Marvel, give it to me.
His wallet is empty after all those. What are those? $5 a pop?
In Canada, it doesn't.
Oh God, in Canada,
it's more than $5 a pop in Canada.
Oh Jesus, man, you are indeed voting with your wallet.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, we are headed out to Patreon. We will see you guys in just a minute.